Let me see here. This one's for Douglas from Christchurch. Let's see what we can find for Douglas. Let's see if I can find something that fits in there. That's something I still need to prep. That's a bit of a mystery one. They do have this nice crab. You see the crab sticking out there. It's a grey-eye crab. And there's, I think that's a little pincer there. Yeah, cool little grey-eye crab. Send that to Douglas. Might put it in this bag. There we go. Find a shark tooth or two. There we go. And the moa. Hi everyone, hi Ethan. It's what's the time now? It's like 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. on Tuesday, and we're just packing some more fossils to send to people here in New Zealand. They've sent me these post bags, and I'm just filling them up. That's number 2, I think 185 if I'm not mistaken. So I might get to 200 tonight. 185, yeah, I think about thereabouts. Yeah, I found some more fossils, some really cool shells, some fossil shells, really good shape. This is for Jane from Dunedin, and she's got a note. Oh, let's see. Yeah, she saw my video. Would love a New Zealand fossil. Years ago I went fossil hunting in Lyme Regis. Huh. Cool. Yeah, if you're in Dunedin, there's awesome fossil sites thereabouts. So let's get something here. I'll send her one of these beautiful Terratella shells. North Waikato. Huh. Hi there. I've never been there. I've mainly been on the South Island. Okay, there's a shell. Let's see something else. Send her one of these cards. One of the dolphin ones. Nice, decent sized quartz crystal. Oh, focus. There we go. And a shark tooth. And let's see if I've got a nice agate to send as well. Oh, that's a fossil from the UK actually. Call those devil's toenails, I think, those little oysters. Come on, focus. Why is it not focusing now? There we go. See why. It does look like a toenail. And a bit of petrified wood. Is it petrified wood? Yeah, there might be a little bit of really black Mount Somers petrified wood. Here's actually, oh, here's a better piece. That's a bit of Mount Somers petrified wood. We'll just write that on there, because it's a tricky one to try and ID. Where's my label stuff gone to? Oh goodness. Just hold on. Just finding my label stuff. So it's going to have to be, what tape have I got over here? I've just been sifting Dolomite. This is the Dolomite I've been sifting. It looks like I've been baking over here, but that's Dolomite that I sift down to between 60 microns and 100 microns for my aerobrasion kit. The mini sand blaster, which I then use to prepare some fossils. Only some, like the crabs that are a little bit sticky, because you can't use acid on crabs. It just dissolves them. Okay, who's next? Paige from Auckland. Let's find something cool to send. Paige can have, what have we got here? This really nice crab. That's a grey guy crab. You see the little frills on the side. You find them like this beach. Hi Kissy. You find them on the beach like this because they tend to just break open. I don't know why. You find them quite often. You might find 2 or 3 in a day, like these ones. Must just be the tides. What fossil card? See, the penguin, the giant penguin, the 80-kilogram penguin. Not the biggest one, but it's pretty big for a penguin. Right. There. Just a thank you card. I've got quite a few of these fossil shells. They're quite beautiful. I'll send one of those along. Okay. Here's your fossils page from Auckland. And Sandra from, don't know where Collingwood is, but yeah, Sandra. My grandson is a big dinosaur fan, would like a fantastic fossil. He also likes rocks, so let's see what we can find for him. I'm sending these to people across New Zealand that have sent me these post bags. So they send me these post bags and I send it to them. Just to share some of my collection. It's only in New Zealand as fossils need permits to go out the country. But you can send them around quite easily. Here we go, you might enjoy this fossil crab. Okay. Giving the plesiosaur one. Plesiosaur card. Let's find a decent shark tooth. There we go. Nice big shark tooth over there. I'm sure someone in your country's got fossils they can send you. Fossil hunters love sharing fossils. Because I mean, you can only have so many fossils. So yeah, ask around. I'm sure someone will send you something. There's a nice bit of common opal. I'll send that along too. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 done. 5, so that takes us up to 190s, I think. Yeah, I love opal as well. Kobe, 10 years, would love a fossil, please. Okay, let's see what we can find for Kobe from Dunedin. I've got a lobster over here I can send him. Pretty sure. Hi, Hobbit Feet. I sent yours away today, so hopefully it gets to you soon. It's South Island, so it shouldn't be too far away. That's the back of the lobster. And that's the front of it over there. So yeah, that's a cool little lobster there. Dunedin's actually got some really good fossils. And there's a nice agate as well. I'll send that along. Yeah, I'm so jealous of those megalodon teeth. Megalodon teeth are so rare in New Zealand. Crabs, no, we've got lots of crabs, but no megalodon teeth really. They do get found, but I mean, they're so rare. We do have pterosaurs. Yeah, so there was some pterosaur bones found in the North Island. Send that along. The shark tooth. Okay, who's this for? Francesca from Arrowtown. She's got a note over here. One rock and one fossil, please. Yeah. So a rock and a fossil. I think she's got a flatmate that would like a fossil. So we've got this crab over here. I don't know if you can see the crab sticking out there. And then also on that side. So I'll send this crab along. Let's make a note of it on it. Crab, roughly 5 million years old. Okay. Send that. Pop that in there. She wanted a nice rock, so let's find a nice rock. I've got a quartz that I'll put in there. Let's see what else. Here's a bit of a nice agate I found in cut. I'll take that. Send that along. Sure, I've got some more agates. Where are my other agates? Let's have a look over here. I think that's a bit of serpentine over there. And here's a very nice big clamshell. I am a little bit behind, Samantha. I'm probably like 3 or 4 days behind. And with the public holidays, it might be delayed as well. Yeah, let's send them, there's 2 of them, so let's send them the titanosaur and one of the Foldenmar spiders. And 2 of them, so 2 shark teeth. Might be able to fit in a little shell as well. Cool. Hey, Mornay, another Mornay. Hoe gaan het daar zo? Cape Town's great for shark teeth. some of the beaches there. If I'm ever back that way, I'm definitely going to look for some. This is for Griff from Armory. We saw your video, Griff age 7 and Felix age 2.5. We're hoping you might have a fossil you could send them. Oh, cool. Let's send them a fossil. I do have this crab over here. That's a really nice pie crust crab over there. Let's send them this one. It's going to need a bit of padding because it's quite a soft rock, this one. Hopefully it gets there in one piece. Okay, that's a lot of padding. Pop it in there. And there were 2 of them, so 2 shark teeth. And 2 bits of quartz in there. Nice. And got 2 of these fossil shells, I'll send them. Beautiful little ones. Yeah, coprolites. I find them sometimes even in concretions. Coprolites. And I'll send them these 2. These are, I think they're upalite rocks, so they glow under UV. Hopefully they figure that out. And what else have I got? Send them there's a nice little agate over there. Come on, focus. There we go. Cool. Okay, and this is for Elisa from High Point, so not very far away at all. Let's pop a theropod in there. And what have we got here, agate wise? Let's find a nice shiny one. There's a nice little, tiny little agate. Send that along. Iron staining. The iron staining fossil bone will have texture. Let me find you a piece of fossil bone, I'll show you. But fossil bone's got texture like bone. Okay, so this is a bit of fossil bone. So yeah, it's hard like rock. And you can see there's a bit of texture to it. But when you find a broken section, you can definitely see that's bone texture. So iron stained rock will look similar, but it won't have this cancellous material of the bone. You know, bone's got honeycombing, like over there. See that honeycombing sticking out there? That's what I look for. It will always, or usually, it will have some texture to it. Okay, wait, this was for Elisa. I've got some fossil leaves here, I'll send her. And if you can see those leaves sticking out there, it's quite a few. This is from near Murchison in the northern part of the South Island. I've got agate in there. In we go. I also have a nice bit of selenite. This is one of my better pieces of selenite. I don't know if you can see the selenite crystals in there. They're kind of shiny over there in the light. That's a nice bit of selenite. Look over there. So from what I understand, selenite and gypsum are the same elements, just the ones the crystal form. Yeah, I'll give it the giant parrot, as big as a 3-year-old kid. Pop that in there. Okay, and I should now be, that was the last bunch from last week, so now I'm up to this week's. So slowly catching up. Slowly. There's a nice bit of agate as well. This one should hopefully get there within a few days. It's literally just down the road. Okay, let me get some more bags. If you want to see one of the fossils, let me know. I've got a few out here. If you want to see any of them. I was going through my drawers looking for fossils to send away, and I found this one. I don't know if you can see, there's a crab over there. And then if you turn it around, there's another crab. So in that half there's a crab, and in that half there's another one. And I think the one is facing up this way, and the one's facing up that way. So kind of like a back to front one. So I'll try and prep that soon. Okay, this is for, can I get a rock and a fossil? This is for Kylie from Auckland. Okay, let's find a rock and a fossil. Let's pop the trilobite card in there. New Zealand's got trilobites. They're just super rare and mostly just little broken thoraxes and other body parts. That one's a bit fragile, needs a bigger bag. Let's look what we've got over here. That's sort of super interesting bit of rock. And that's a bit of petrified wood. That's a fossil shell. I'll send that. I'll send a couple of fossil shells. And one of these. Come on, focus. This camera never wants to focus. Oh, beautiful little agate that I put in the tumbler. It's also one of those porcelain agates. They're one of my favorites. There's another agate. Not too much going on there. There's probably a nicer one. It's got a bit of water lines going on. Let's send those to. I think I did put a fossil card in there. Did I? I feel like I did. That's my giant crab fossil card over there. shark tooth, quartz crystal. There you go. And this is for, I think it's also for Kylie. Was that the same? Yeah, I think she meant she wants a rock in the one and a fossil in the other one. Oh well, she's getting two. I messed that up. There's my turtle, the giant turtle skull. Got that in there. I didn't give a bit of petrified wood. There's my labeling things. I'll send a bit of petrified wood. I don't know if you can see it. A bit of petrified wood there. Ooh, look at that. Beautiful agate. Send that as well. And we're almost at half an hour, so I'll do one more bag. And then I'm going to go and try and prep. Where's that other thing I was going to prep? I'll try and prep this one. The one with the two crabs in it. This is for Hannah, I think. Yeah, from Aratime. Cool, let's see what we can find for Hannah. I'll find... Oh, there's a big penguin. That's the biggest penguin that's ever lived. 165 kilograms and pretty much as big as a full-grown man. That's a big penguin. Don't know how it would have waddled around on the beach, but yeah, that's quite something. I wonder if this one will fit in there. This is another crab over there. I'm sending it to people across New Zealand that have sent me these bags. Let me just label this one. I think this is a crab or a lobster. So I can't send fossils out of the country. I don't sell fossils, but I can send them to people, you know, around New Zealand. Roughly 5. Sorry, I missed the chat. Order of Raccoons. Oh yeah, I know Carl. Very cool. Yeah, he seems to be really good at finding rock. I know he had some really nice obsidian at one point. The rainbow obsidian. So hopefully that fits in. Oh goodness. That's not going to fit into that bag. I'm going to have to find a different fossil for this one. Something that fits in there. Let's move over. I'll do that one a bit later, but this is Kaylin from Hamilton. So Kaylin, you're getting this crab. Sorry, Hannah, it didn't fit in to that bag. There was no way it was going to. And let's send him a nice shell as well. Got so many of these. and different. Crystal 2, fossil shark teeth. I think that's is that an agate? Oh, that's very cool. What do you call that stuff? That is it fulgurite? I think it's a fulgurite. And there we go, another agate. Okay, well, thanks so much everyone for joining me. I have to go have some dinner and do some prepping work and go study for my exam. I'm writing a biology exam soon. But yeah, thanks. I also want to prep this one. That's a crab in there. I just want to remove that bit of rock over there. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.